our industry. So now we talk about Coinspace. It's a European registered company it's a VAT registered company. That's the VAT registration number right there. Now we have our headquarters in USA, Germany, Malta, Turkey, Hong Kong, and Slovenia. Now, for those of us who have been involved in cryptocurrency network marketing together, we know that we are one of the only companies in the marketplace which are actually legally allowed to trade, or legally allowed officially allowed to promote in America, in all the states in America. Whereas any competition out there in the marketplace that you see, which is cryptocurrency as well as MLM, they're not allowed to be promoted. Not allowed in the United States. So again, that's now we talk about a few of the other projects that we have in the pipeline. One of the projects that we have in the pipeline. Okay, let me quickly mute everyone once again, as we can hear a lot of distraction. So I'm going to mute everyone. Unmute. Fantastic. Everyone is muted now. So one of the projects the Coinspace is not just about cryptocurrency. We have 42 major projects that we are working on. One of our projects is mining cryptocurrencies. And just from that project, we've already done a turnover of 200 million. That's just from one of our projects that we have done so far. The other projects that we have in the pipeline is this PDQ machine. For example, this thing at the middle, as you can see, it looks like a calculator, but it's a merchant service. Now, this is the beauty of this merchant service, folks, and this is something that literally blows my mind every time I look at this good-looking calculator-looking PDQ machine. Works merchant service. What excites me about this is that all of us, we will be able to provide this to the merchants. Now, as a merchant, why would merchant want this PDQ machine? The reason they would want this merchant service is because right now on every transaction, they're paying 3 to 5% on every single transaction, 3 to 5%. So now, because we've been working with Visa and MasterCard for the last 13 years, now the prices that we can provide are very competitive in the marketplace. So because of that, the transaction charges will be less, and we'll be able to provide this to the merchants. And they would also have option to take payments from Visa and MasterCard, and normal ways of payments, as well as cryptocurrency. So these PDQ machines will be able to take payments with cryptocurrency as well. But what's in it for you and me? Now imagine every single time there's a transaction using these PDQ machines, you and me are getting a share of that transaction on every single transaction. So just imagine you have a network of 100 people and they got 100 PDQ machines, and you're making income from every single transaction. It just blows my mind, the kind of returns that we could be making. We have business apps that we've built for businesses. So for example, if someone is sitting in, let's say in Australia, if there's a business in Australia and that gentleman in Australia has got business, I can buy something from UK and I can literally pay him with Bitcoin or with S-Coins, and he will receive money in Australian dollars, and I'll be able to buy that, and company in the back end will do the exchange. Plus, he will also be able to promote his business as well, which is pretty exciting. We have a few more products in the pipeline. For example, as you guys can see, this is called Pi Wallet. This is where you can store your coins offline. So as we know, there have been some incidents with the Bitcoin online. So over here, you can store your coins offline as well. Then we have ATM machines for digital currencies. Then these are called rigs. I call them bad boys. I call them gangsters, because these rigs are what makes us ridiculous amount of money. And they make us some serious amount of money from the mining side of the business. Now, what do we simply do? We provide mining facilities to all the well-known digital currencies which are available in the market. Now, a lot of people ask me, what kind of currencies do you mine? We mine Ethereum, Dashcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Monero, Ripple, Lite, and a few others, depending upon which is the most profitable coin to mine. We will mine all them currencies. Now, how does it work? Now, the way it works is, as we all know, for us to get cryptocurrencies, there are two ways. The first way is that we can buy from the open exchange. There are several exchanges where we can buy cryptocurrencies. And the second way is where we can use it ourselves by mining. I'll have to mute people again, as I can see there's a lot of noise. So I'll have to mute everyone once again. Okay, let me see who's not muted so I can request them to please Okay, Max, can you mute yourself, please? Who else? It's just Max. Max, please mute yourself. Okay, I'll mute you myself. I'll do the honors. Fantastic. Max is muted now. So now, as I was discussing before, how to get cryptocurrencies, we can either buy from an open exchange or we could produce yourself. If you produce yourself, again, we'll have to mute people again. Guys, it's a humble request to every single person that's jumping on the call. Please mute yourself so that there's no distraction on the call, as I have to mute everyone again and again. Thank you. So now what we're simply doing is we're simply hiring the mining services from the company, and we are paying them for the work that they do. So how does it work? We simply rent, depending upon the mining package that we purchase, we get a 1-year contract with the company. So 1 year we get that rig allocated for us. So what happens is, instead of us looking after us doing the mining ourselves, instead of us looking after all the expenses and hardwares and technicalities, company will take care of the rest. We simply purchase the mining package, and depending upon the mining package we purchase, we get allocated a rig for 1 year. So we get a 1 year contract. I always give an example of having your own website. So those of us who have our own website, we know that when we get a website, we don't own that website. We are simply renting their domain. Same thing here. We are renting companies as rigs or servers or machines, whatever you want to call them. So now these rigs, depending upon the package that we purchase, they will produce digital currencies every single day for next 365 days. So now we have two choices. We can keep, and now what company does is every digital currency, now every time the digital currency is produced, we get an option to keep that. So the way it works is, what company have is, company's got something called crypto fund, where they put all these cryptocurrencies in their fund, and depending upon how many cryptocurrencies they put in their fund, they will release of S coin. So depending upon, they will release one S coin every time there is €1 equivalent of other cryptocurrencies in their fund. So they will release of equal amount of S coins, so that every S coin has got backing of €1 of other cryptocurrencies. And that is really exciting, unlike any other cryptocurrency. And because of this, we are not in competition with anyone. But having said that, if someone likes to sell their currencies, they can still sell whatever currencies they get in mind. They can still sell them every single twice a month. There are 2 trading periods in a month, every 14th and 28th, and they can make up to 50% profit. But I highly doubt that people will sell it, and I'll give you the reason why. Because let's talk about the usability. When it comes to Bitcoin, with less than 1% usability worldwide, Bitcoin is started from 0.001 and is going up to $1,000 plus, with less than 1% usability. And whereas other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, Dash, Monero, Doge, Ripple, Lite, and all these coins, as you guys can see, with almost zero usability, but their value is going up to $50 and more. Just imagine. Now let's talk about Coinspace or S-Coin. S-Coin has got all these projects. Just imagine, we got merchant program, we have merchant apps, we got, again, hybrid card, which takes both Visa and MasterCard payments as well as cryptocurrency payments. Then we have mining services. Then we have POS, cryptocurrency ATM machines, and 38 other projects. Just imagine, with these projects, where would the usability go? And with usability increasing, where would the value of our coin go? Unlike, as you guys can see, unlike all other cryptocurrencies, S-Coin is not relying just on proof of work. It also has proof of stake, and we all know what proof of stake is, which is a backing of minimum of €1 per coin from Coinspace crypto fund. So like I mentioned to you guys before, every time company releases one S-Coin, they keep an asset backing of other cryptocurrencies in something called crypto fund of €1. And if you guys can see at the top right, this is the asset backing. Every S-Coin is backed up with that amount of Bitcoins and then Ethereums and Ethereums and all these coins, which is the backing of every S-Coin. If you can see on the top right hand side, this is what makes us unique. So our coin is a hybrid coin. That's the exciting thing. So just imagine, with that much usability, we're having the proof of stake as well as proof of work, where would the value of our coin go? 10, 50, 100, 500,000. I believe it's going to be a lot more than that in the next 2 to 3 years. And as soon as we come in the marketplace, we'll be literally only they will be out for us with the kind of usability that we have. Now, there are different mining packages that we can purchase. Depending upon the mining package that we purchase, it starts from 439 and it goes all the way up to 28,000. Depending upon the packages, by the way, anyone who purchases these packages before 4th of April, the packages are different. But now after 4th of April, these will be the packages available. So it starts from 400, it goes up to 28,000. Now every package will give us let's take an example of a 3,000 euro package. Now 3,540 euros package. It would give us 24 coins on the daily basis. It would also give us 500 held coins. So altogether in a year, we get 9,260 coins. Now with 9,260 coins, as you guys can see, if someone is not patient enough, as you can see at the bottom here, sell coins on every 14 and 28 on the monthly basis. So you can, if you're not patient enough, if someone, let's say for some reason you want your money and you're waiting for your money, you can sell your mining coins every single day, every single month for 50 euro, for 0.50, for like, which is a 50 cent or 50p or 50 cent, whatever you want to call it, for every coin, and you can make up to 50% profits. In fact, it's going to be a lot more than that, because after September, the price, you'll be selling it for €1 regardless. But having said that, I highly doubt that many people would do that. So this is the first part. Now, the first part is where you make a passive income regardless of you build, you don't build, you bring people on, you don't bring people on. You will still be making an income from the business. You'll be making a long-term income, and you will also be making a short-term income. Now, this is something that attracted me the most about this opportunity, that regardless of what culture, what background, or what industry you come from, you can simply come in as a passive builder, and you can start making a monthly income by selling your coins on a day-to-day basis, or you can keep them with you for potential higher profits of tens and 1,000%. Now, we have 1.5 minutes. So after 1 minute, we'll all jump on the call again, because I'm going to close this call now, and then we'll be jumping on the call again in 1 minute. For those of us who want to go to the second part, which is the interesting part, the attractive part, the money bit, where you can start leveraging on the income from the network inside of the business, which is really exciting for myself and a lot of other individuals on this call right now. So in 1 minute's time, we'll be going through the other side. Meanwhile, I'm going to grab myself water, because this was the first part of the presentation. If you have any questions, write them down, and I'll be able to take all the questions at the end of the presentation. So we have 1 minute. I'm going to grab a glass of water. We have 1 minute break, and then we'll be back with the second part of the presentation.